You're stuck. And not between a rock and a hard place. You're stuck in a door frame. I suppose now's as good a time as any to do a little self-reflection. You chuckled the term little. What a poor choice of words to describe you or your situation. Your partner's gone and is going to be for another 30 minutes because you're a greedy pig who needed a few courses before you bathe. You say you enjoy being full to bathe, but really, it's easier to clean yourself when the folds are straightened out more by your greedy gut. You should be ashamed, but you're not. You're actually pleased with this whole predicament. The idea that you've eaten yourself into the size of a healthy newborn whale, it makes you feel good. Proud, even. The cold metal doorway helps keep you at least slightly cool in the hip region. Would hate to have sweaty hips, though it's not as if it'll make a difference, considering the rest of you is caked in sweat. Your feet barely touch the ground, at least you think. You can't be too sure, as you can't see past the glorious pile of blubber that resides on what used to be your midsection. A nice, jiggly, glorious mound of tummy. It hangs because the fat just kept piling on and on. It had to go somewhere, after all. So the waddling lump of excess weight that you call a body made room. You're stuck, so you might as well enjoy the ride. You place your sausage fingers ever so gracefully on the top section. You move your hands to the side and caress. 2 delicious new rolls. Been waiting for this one, you remark. It's medium-sized, but that won't be the case for too long. You make your way over to the most extended part, and it's rippled with stretch marks the color of your skin. The texture pleases you, as does the fact that you're either too fat to find your navel, or the doorway is restricting your movement. It's both, let's be honest here, Porky. And I wouldn't say it's fair to call what you used to haul your fat ass around as feet. More like cankles that are covered in lard, that connected to big, pillowy shins that dimple in places no human should have dimples. From there, if a gun was pointed to your head, perhaps you would describe them as knees. Wide and hard-working, day in and day out you torture them. With each passing pound, they creak and pop, screaming, begging for their torment to end. The cartilage between your bones scraping away with every extra serving. Well, extra 3 servings. You know you're fast approaching the day when they'll give out and you'll be bedbound. But you want that, don't you, fatty? To be pampered, to never have to lift one of your bloated sausages that you call fingers ever again. To live in blubbery luxury. Your personal fat oasis. You hear the front door open downstairs, followed by your partner lugging on all the groceries required for your next glutton session. You can't help but salivate. You can hardly keep the drool from dripping down your chins. You're excited, but more importantly, you're hungry. But nonetheless, you let them finish the job of bringing in all the food. That's what's more important after all. After about the 3rd trip back in the house, you hear your partner announce that they're home. You inhale in a futile attempt to get a whiff of all that caloric goodness. But alas, it seems as though you're too far to get a glimpse of what lies in store. You want to call out for your partner, but not so much work. You find yourself exhausted at the very thought of it. You just allow them to follow the sounds of your labored breathing, as they have been having to do more and more often. Your partner pretends to act surprised, then assures you that they're going to fetch some body oils from the bathroom. You don't even bother saying a response. You just let your gasps for air and growling stomach do the work for you. Your partner returns and asks if you'd be comfortable with them removing your clothes to apply the oil. You give a nod in between your raspy, labored breaths. It's apparent that your partner sees humor in this situation. You see them holding back laughs and struggle to keep a straight face as they rip apart your already tight t-shirt. But you don't mind. You let your partner do what must be done. If anything, it's more comfortable. Your gargantuan titties make a huge thwap as they are freed from the constraints of your clothing and hit the top of your stomach. As the minty smell of oils cascading over your overindulged body relaxes you, you begin to drift off until you're awakened by your partner's calming voice. Love, I'm gonna have to cut your shorts off. I'll try and be gentle, but I have to get into some more private areas. You wheeze out an approving tone and they proceed. You close your eyes and allow yourself to appreciate your partner's gentle touch. Their cool-to-the-touch hands make their way towards your ever-growing belly hang. You listen to the sounds of their struggle, lifting your stomach to get your button and zippers as if it's classical music. You feel the strain of your shorts and then release. You hear them speak, but it's muffled under your blubber. You stroke your partner with your leg to give approval for whatever their request was. Shortly after, you feel a poking sensation. You wonder, what could they be poking that's that far down? You don't have to wonder for long because you feel their hand grasp at that area. You blush. Oh, I forgot I had one of those. Next comes the oil slathered around the bulbous fupa. Based on the motions being made from under you, you estimate that the fupa is 5 inches extended and 4 inches wide. You feel the warmth of your partner's body make its way out from under you. You open your eyes to see your partner's smiling yet flushed face. You lean forward and give them a kiss. They reciprocate this kiss on your second chin and warn you that this may hurt. You nod. You wrap tree trunks you call arms around them and hold on tight. You feel the intense pressure of the doorway begin to free your wide load, until at last you're free. You're ever so grateful that while your physique is less than one would consider toned, your partner is rather strong. You briefly think back to all the times your partner had to lift parts of your body to please you or have some fun. You snap back to reality and manage to let go of your partner and stand. You chuckle at the sight of your sweaty, oil-soaked significant other. They assure you that they'll change after you're fed. Your stomach lets out a loud growl in response to the very idea of food. This has been Stuck, written by Brooklyn May. Read to you by SirensLair.